right.
So we got our man Chase Bishop, who got top 8 in our Lexington region, actually 4th place to be exact.
4th place, yeah.
And it was wild. So with that being said, let's get into the profile and let's see what we got going on.
So I played Branded Despia.
Hey, shut your mouth.
Guys in the background, peanut gallery.
Yeah.
I played Branded Despia. It was really, really good. Cracked out a lot. There are a couple changes I make. I'll explain them as I go. We played 3 of the Alistair of the deck. This searches the fusion card, so it's basically Alistair.
AKA money.
Money, money, money. Yeah.
Love
so
it.
3 of this card. I don't know where I'm putting them. I'll put them
Wherever you like.
2 Tragedy. I thought I might play 3 of this. I think I've found a different card I want to play, but 2 wasn't bad. Didn't brick or anything. The 1 Comedy.
So how did comedy go?
It only came up once. Realistically, the other times I had it, but they didn't really have interaction, or it prevented them from interacting with me. But I think I just want to play an Ash instead. So like, I didn't play any hand traps today, other than in my side deck.
That's wow.
By the way, this is based on Nesh's list, if anyone's familiar with him, but I changed it a little bit. But this, I think, would be an Ash, because Ash was the only card that I missed not playing today. So. The 1 Ad Libitum, I really want to play 2 of this, but I don't know if I can. The card's great. Then we got 3 of this guy.
3?
One of the backup plays for this deck is if your Branded Fusion gets ashed, you just poly with this guy in your hand because you drew him already. He also can break a board sometimes when you normal summon him, but he generally gets interacted with, so you can like trade him for an interaction. I didn't normal summon him and use this effect once, so it's rare. The Enchantress guy and the Rider, because these cards are just dummy.
Yeah, they're broken. They
also interact really well with Tragedy, like you can discard Tragedy. You'll see in a second here, I played 2 Chain to search Frightful Fusion and have Frightful Fusion live.
How did you like the Frightful package and everything?
It lets you extend after you get ashed. It's really good. It also lets you extend turn 1 and make Mirror Jade banish itself and send it Albion. And then you get the fusion using the, in a perfect world, right, you searched this card. And you get to make Masquerade and then bring back your Mirror Jade. And then you have 2 banishes during the next turn. So
that's wild.
Only 2 of those. Played Snow It, so the only light monster in my deck to make Albion. It came up twice. One of those times it was in my side deck because I sided it out and I was really sad. One of this and one of this. These are targets to search with Branded Lost, which was absolutely phenomenal.
Oh my god, Branded Lost.
Branded Lost is Meltdown, and then also searches one of these or Albaz. You generally search these. If it's your opponent's turn, you add this card. If it's your turn, you add this card, and then this card draws you a card later.
So it's free.
Yeah, so anyone that doesn't know, you reveal it in your hand, send a Branded Spell or Trap card from your deck or your hand into the graveyard. If you do it from your deck, you place this card on the bottom of your deck and draw a card. And then if you did it from your hand, you can summon it, but you always just shoot it to the bottom of your deck and draw an extra card. So. And then this card negates a monster if you control a fusion monster that uses Albaz. So this I activated and resolved this 3 times, and all 3 times my opponent didn't expect it. So won me those games. We'll chalk it up to I won those games with that card. Moving on to other spells. So that was all the monsters plus Lost. 3 of this card. This was one of the cards I was going to cut to 2. This searches Edge of Pain and Poly. I'm going to cut this to 2 and play the 2nd Ash. I still don't know what the 3rd Ash is going in for, but I don't want to play more than 43 cards, which is what I played today. And then the 2 Poly to go with those. One is Called by the Grave, Foolish Burial. This activates both engines or sends snow, and then this is a card. So.
Powerful.
Huh?
Powerful.
Powerful, yeah.
Called by.
I thought you asked me how. I was like, if you don't know why, I mean.
It is a powerful card.
We've got 3 Branded Fusion.
How often did you resolve fusion today?
I probably did almost every game, except for the games where I made Verte, and I technically resolved this card, but I resolved it with Verte. The games I didn't resolve this card, from recollection, in my 7th, I lost the 7th round to the Mirror, and I didn't resolve it in that match. That sucked.
It's one of those things that you can resolve.
It was the one match where, or it was the 2 games where I didn't resolve this card where I lost. So, otherwise, I generally had poly plays and was still able to play the game. 2 of this, I didn't want to draw 2 of this and not be able to use it. That's why I'm only playing 2. But this card is really good with Branded Lost because it can't get negated by Bell. So everyone that was maining Bell cried every time I activated Branded Lost. Actually told my friend to main DD Crow instead. And how did that go?
I didn't see it once today.
Excellent. You didn't see it a single time.
But I didn't play Despia today.
He
Well,
skipped over
unfortunate.
him.
3 branded opening, activated during the draw phase, gate advantage. This is also the target you generally send with Albion, the dragon, because it gives you protection for your fusions, and you don't always draw this, so it just adds that extra layer of protection. Played 3 droplets.
Ward breaker.
I activated it once today, and I activated it not to negate a card, but to discard chain, so I could add volley. So I didn't draw this card at all except for the one time, and I actually droplets my own Lava Golem, which you'll see in my side deck. So it was weird.
Took further play.
And then the adventure stuff and the 2 spells. This card's broken. So. It's almost.
Did you open Faithful?
This card?
Yeah.
Twice, and it's not that bad if you draw Tragedy, because you activate it, you add a monster, and you discard the Tragedy, and you go get an Eluber. So it's actually not that bad. So that was the main deck, 43. As you can see, no hand traps.
That's why I'm playing this with no hand trap.
Hand trap's bad.
So extra, we'll go with the Link monsters first, just the 2. I use them a lot, and they won me all the games that I did them in, because this never got Veiler today. So that's super great. That never got negated. So that was fantastic.
Things resolving all the time.
Playing 2 Masquerade, aka Tax Dragon.
Yeah.
Pay your taxes.
Pay your tax.
2 Albion, 2 of the Lubellion, 2 Mirror Jade, and then the 1 Titaniclad for the Albaz ones. This didn't come up today, but I like the application of being able to summon Albaz during the end phase and then suck up your opponent's board. So I still like it. I would keep it in there. And then 2 Guardian Chimera. With Branded Lost, this card is crazy. Also with Poly, this card's crazy because you can't target it. But with Branded Lost, it's just like kill your opponent's stuff. They can't do anything about it. It's great. The Dracospelia, I summoned it once and I died anyway, so that sucked. And I didn't summon this today. I never saw a reason to summon it, but I didn't play against, like, I don't know. I just never summoned. I never was like, that's the card I want to summon. Maybe I would summon it against Sword Soul, but I blew out all my Sword Soul matchups, so I don't know.
Ain't that right, Dean? It's Sword Soul.
I didn't play Dean.
I played Sword Soul 3 times today.
So moving on to the side deck.
Yes, sir.
2 DD Crow.
How did DD Crow perform today?
I normal summoned it once, and that's all. I didn't see it, so I normal summoned it.
If you see it, it would work, right?
Yeah, 1 Harpies and 2 Twin Twister. These for Flunder to like out the trap card.
Blow up all that stuff.
Also good in Despia, it makes them do the things. And then every deck, or not every deck, but a lot of decks play trap cards that after after game 1, like Rivalry, there was a lot of skill drain decks, stuff like that. And then this for trap deck. Trap deck activates trap, you say no, and then you kill them.
Yep. Did you play against any trap decks at all?
1, but he didn't actually activate any traps. So he died before he could activate traps.
Oh my gosh. Trap deck, no traps?
2 Lava Golem. This card was great, along with this card. Token Collector. I sided this in against Sword Soul all 3 times I played Sword Soul, and I drew it 2 of the games, or like 2 times, and it won me both of those games.
Yeah,
so that was crazy.
Spicy.
I drew it against Prank Kids. It almost won me the game, but he top deck Super Poly, so that sucked.
Yeah.
And then these are just good against Sword Soul. The most questionable was these There Can Only Be Ones. I didn't see it all day, and I sided it in once. I didn't play against Flounders, which was great.
Yeah.
That deck's cancer, but
it puts in so much.
it puts in work though.
Jeez.
So these might come out for other cards, possibly a 3rd DD Crow because I think this card's really good, or a 3rd Lava Golem because that card was really good. I'm not sure yet though. Or these might be the 3 Ash, and I just side Ash. I'm not sure. And then the last 2 cards was the Necrowar Banshee.
So explain this one stuff right here.
Against Sword Soul, you make all their monster zombies, and they can't make Chi Xiao, Long Yun, or Sinister, any of the backseat. You can't make any of that because they need worms. This just searches that. And then against Fluunderies, they can't tribute summon non-zombies, so they can't summon the big guys. So just they can't play. Huh?
It's like a win button, so to speak.
Yeah, kind of. If they don't open the out to this, it's kind of like a win button. So I played that. This is, you can send this off of Brand Diffusion, so that's the reason. You just play the one, and then you banish it from graveyard to activate that. So, yeah, that was it.
Other than the changes, what do you think the deck performed well today?
Yes, I really, really like this version of the deck. I just want those ashes. I think that's the only change I would make, and then a different side deck. You might also see I didn't play Super Poly. I got Super Poly 3 times today. Once against Prank Kids, and it blew me out because Super Poly. But the other 2 times I got Super Poly'd, I proceeded to win that turn. So
Super Poly didn't do damage.
Yeah, though not many people drew it against me. So that is what it is. So
This deck is nice. Thank you, Chase. Appreciate it, man.